I'm going to show you something on the boat. I'm going to be working on the windows today. I'm making cardboard models of cardboard outlines of the windows, and I got like a plexiglass. It's tinted plexiglass. So I'm going to show you my mast raising system. And a lot of other people on YouTube that I've watched and online have done this. Okay, I'm going to show you how it works now. Okay. Now what I did, I took this two pieces of angle iron, bolted them together, two pieces of angle iron bolted together. I have these braces here, and I have a steel pole. Okay. Steel pole is bolted on to the mast, and midway up the mast at the spreaders, if you don't know what spreaders are, look them up. There's a rope attached to the mast in the middle of the spreaders. That's where the balance point is. And it comes down. The rope attached to the spreaders comes down to here, and it attaches to this pole. And then this pole is attached to two ropes. Okay, a rope comes out this way, and a rope comes out that way. When you're raising and lowering the mast is going to want to flop to one side or the other. Now this block here, this eyelet, the rope runs through this eyelet and comes out to the winch. And I don't use the winch to raise the mast. I only use the winches to tighten up the temporary side stays. I call these temporary side stays. Now when you're lowering the mast, there's two pins that hold this mast in place. There's a bottom one and a top one. You remove the bottom one, and then this is the forestay. The forestay goes all the way to the top of the mast. The forestay is a metal cable. Okay, it's attached. Now this rope here in the middle is attached to the two temporary side stays, but the rope is also attached here to a rope that comes out to the boat winch. The boat winch helps to load the boat under the trailer. The winch helps to lower the boat. Eventually what I want to do is put a winch on the front of the boat that's made to go in the boat eventually. But you release the winch and you ease out the winch. You take this mast and you push it backward. It pivots, just like a pendulum pivots. And you ease out the line. You ease out the rope on the winch. Ease out the rope on the winch. Let this bottom end of the mast swing out this way. And then when the balance at the top of the mast is thrown forward back that way, when the top of the mast is thrown back that way, you can ease out the mast. You can ease out the pulley, the winch a little at a time, and it'll gradually lower the mast. Now, when I lower the mast, I'm lowering the mast. This is a cradle. This is a mast crutch. It's a mast crutch. I made a mast crutch, and it stands up here on the back. Okay, and you can also, you see that this V there? That's where your mast is going to rest. Okay, and it lowers it down to the end of the notch of the V there in the mast crutch, and that's when you lower your mast. And so you can, and from that point, I can pick up the mast and carry it. It's maybe 40 or 50 pounds, but I carry it in the middle at the balance point, close to the mast spreaders. So, and then you can lower the mast for transport, So, and you just tighten up the winch and pull in on the winch when you want to raise the mast. So it's the opposite. A little at a time. You have to continually adjust the temporary side stays, the ropes I told you about. I have to continually adjust those temporary side stays because they're going to get tight. They're going to get more loose as you go down into the mast crutch. You have to ease them out as you raise the mast. You have to tighten them up with the winch as you lower it, because either way the mast will go to one side. It'll flop to that side or flop to this side. So the mast has to stay tight so it won't flop to one side or the other. You have to do it slow. So that's my mast raising system, and it's based on what a lot of other people are doing on YouTube with their own mast raising systems. Okay, I cut out an exact replica of this opening so I can do my windows. The windows are going to be overlaid an 1.25 inches, and I've got screws, so screwed on. A lot of people are doing boats this way, do boats windows this way. So, and then the boom here, this pole right there's the boom. You can attach a tarpaulin to the boom to make a tent. This is very popular on sailboats that have a boom tent. So 22 feet high.